Well, for 100 years, USAA has been evolving to meet the financial needs of its military members and their families. Today, the company has corporate offices and financial centers globally. And on this Veterans Day, we are joined by the company's CEO, Wayne Peacock. Wayne, good to talk to you today. You know, you've got 13 million members, or at least 13 million, I should say. Let's start by talking about some of the challenges that you are seeing among your membership right now.
Well, first of all, I think it's a great day for us to say thank you to the really 19 million veterans that are out across our country who have done a phenomenal job of serving and sacrificing. And it's really great that our country is coming together to say thanks to them. You know, I think over the years, we've seen military life both change and stay the same. We're asking folks to move on a regular basis. With the last 20 years, we've deployed them multiple times, and that puts a lot of stress on families. You know, if you're at home as the spouse, you know, you're really managing the household, trying to work, take care of the kids while your spouse is downrange. And if you're moving and picking up and going to a new city every couple of years, that puts a lot of pressure, you know, on that spouse income as well. So really lots of pressure and stress. And none of our military members really get paid a whole lot. So we're working hard to help them manage their money every day, protect their homes and their cars, and then really help them get started with building a great retirement plan as well.
Yeah, and that's certainly where USAA has stepped in to help in a big way. When you talk about the challenges these families face, I mean, what are the unique financial headwinds that they face as a result of this commitment that they have taken with their family?
Well, you know, it starts first with just managing that budget every single month. But in this inflationary period we're in today, childcare is a big challenge. Inflation more broadly, you know, is a challenge. Getting the right and appropriate housing that's affordable are all challenges that probably many Americans face, but maybe even a little bit more pronounced for military families.
And you know, yes, we're talking about USAA and what you have done for these families, but I wonder how some of these other financial services are positioned to help them. I mean, I'd imagine the success over the last 100 years is probably unique to USAA because the way in which you operate. You know, when you think about those who aren't specifically devoted to those in the military, you know, what are the things that are being overlooked?
Well, I think it starts with really understanding their experience, their lives, and the unique challenges that they face, and then being able to build, you know, products that are tailored to their needs. But I would say really at the end of the day, it's about understanding their experience and tailoring your experience to be relevant to them. And again, I just come back to simple things like, you know, moving across country, you know, every couple of years. So it might look like buying a new home or retitling your car in a new state. But behind that is actually picking up your family, you know, and moving them across the country. And I think we understand that experience. We understand the difference, whether you're in the Navy or the Army. We kind of help them walk through all of those important steps along with the transaction work, you know, that might look like things that, you know, most financial companies are only focused on.
And finally, what is it, you know, we're talking to you today because it is Veterans Day. I wonder, as somebody who's worked so closely with these families, you know, what is it that you want Americans to remember on this Veterans Day?
Well, look, I think we all get to live in an incredible country today, express our voice and our freedom because of the service and the sacrifice of so many over so many years. And I think very few people are serving today. Fewer and fewer people in our country truly understand the experience. So it's, I think, really important on a day like today for us to connect the dots between military service and our democracy and our freedom, and go out of your way to say thank you and recognize them. But I think for big employers, there's a reminder that these are great leaders. These are men and women who have great values. They become great employees as well. And I think that's one of our opportunities as employers, is to continue to build job capabilities and transition plans as our folks move out of the military and back into the private sector. You know, I think one of the other great things we see is many of these military folks want to be entrepreneurs. And, you know, this year we've actually run pitch contests in honor of our 100th anniversary around the country with about 45 different veteran entrepreneurs competing for prizes. And we actually crowned the winner yesterday at our headquarters in San Antonio. But every one of those competitors were military veterans really trying to work hard to start a business.
Well, it's good to have you on this Veterans Day to shine a light on what it is that USAA do. USAA CEO Wayne Peacock, good to have you on today.
Great. Thank you, Akiko.